Welcome to... We are the New York.
Welcome. And welcome to the show. Let me turn this music down. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Joey Wobbs. That is Mr. Link, and welcome to Wabbslink. Back again for another title talk. This is it for title talk, even though me and your teams are not in it this year, to have a real conversation about it. Today is about title talk. There's nothing else to talk about other than title talk.
I want to see the predictions because I swear I predicted Arsenal drew Wolves. Drew Wolves.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen because that game was midweek. It's the only midweek game.
What was the game before that?
Brentford, I think, maybe.
I predicted a draw. I need to see that. I need to see the predictions. I need to see the predictions because me being the Arsenal hater, I like to say I'm the Arsenal hater. I take that term and I'd like to say that's mine. Do good, hate Arsenal. That's my new saying. But yeah, this title it's amazing. It's amazing when you get to watch from the sidelines and you're fiending for some type of drama. And luckily for us, we have Arsenal, the gift that keeps on giving.
I just realized I'm on the wrong camera.
All cameras should be on Arsenal's bottle job. That's what.
So shady, son.
all cameras should be on Arsenal's bottle job this season. That's what I'm looking at right now.
They got Max. Yeah, bro. So let's have a conversation about it real quick. I don't think today's going to be a long show, very long show, to be honest. So I think that this was the one thing that I wanted to have a conversation on. Because, this whole thing is just feeling like deja vu all over again. Every year it feels like we get to this point of the season and they just burn out, bro. They just burn the fuck out. Every year around this time of year, it's like consistent. They burn out.
Giroud said it.
Bro, Staffy does this thing, right? Where he likes to compare things to NBA. Okay? So the only way I can compare it to, it's like my Knicks the last few years. It's like Tibbs. Tibbs would get these players, you'd be 82 games. By the playoffs, everyone's tanks on fucking E. By the time we get to the conference championship, bro, our tanks are on E. It's literally that.
And you know what's funny? You say that and you're not going to like this, but the other part of that is true is the fans. Nah, but the fans will tell you all regular season, all the Knicks are running the East. Yep. Give me the banner. The Knicks, best in the East, yada, 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 bing, bong. And then nothing at the end of the year. Players get hurt.
Yep.
Other players get gassed. And then you're in the freaking conference finals, like what? Or even worse, you get knocked out in the semis,
Yeah,
and you're thinking as a fan, oh, well, if
this was
we
the
had
year.
this, that, and the third,
Was the
we
year.
could have beat them. This was the year. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's been like
I
the
love
last
it.
2 years.
Yo,
Doesn't it?
shout out Staffy. Yo, shout out Staffy.
But like the comparison's so good, bro.
It
It's such.
really is.
It really is like the comparison is like it's like to the T what it is. It's like in the end, you have this. You're going out there, and the one thing that you're not doing is you're not rotating enough, because every game you see, if they're available, the 4 starters at the back line are there.
Yeah.
Rice and Ubamendi are there.
Yeah.
Saka, and in this case, it's really Gyökeres, because Gyökeres is the one who they start every single week.
Yeah.
They're there. If as long as they're available, they're there. They're starting.
Right.
Okay. So it's like at what point do you say, I trust this team? You built this team, right? Everyone says the best squad in the league. I even said it's the best squad in the league. All right. And to be honest, they are the best squad in the league. Like, if you're looking at top to bottom on paper, they
There
are
you
the
go.
best.
You said it. But you have to leave that caveat.
Yeah, on paper, they are the best squad in the league. But this manager doesn't seem to want to make that adjustment of,
Right.
oh, that this is what it's going to take, right? And I
Right.
know this is what it's going to take is for me to use my entire squad. Look what Pep's doing. And I think the way that this has to be described is, and honestly, for someone who's a Chelsea fan, I saw this same thing with Maresca. Like, if it was up to him, he would play Levi Colwell to the ground, to Caicedo to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was up to him, like, so like I don't necessarily think like, and I'm a Maresca fan, right? Like, I'm a Maresca supporter in the end, even though he left and the way that he ended up leaving, that leaves a sour taste in my mouth. I'm a Maresca fan, so I understand that tactically it's what needs to be done, because that's the players that you have is the way that you want to tactically be running it.
Right.
Even when I look at it, right, for some reason he keeps this handbrake on, and it's like, bro, like, you're playing in essence a championship side. You just played a championship side on the weekend, and you battered the fuck out of them. Like, you beat the shit out of this championship side this weekend. Over the weekend, you beat the shit out of them. And they're probably not that much better than who you just played on Wednesday. Like, not that much better.
What place is Wigan in?
I don't know. Like, I don't know off the top of my head, but still,
I get the point you're trying to make, and I don't want to take you from your momentum.
Even
but
so,
like,
right? Even so, like, all right.
It's still Wolves who are 20th. I get what you're saying.
Well, Wigan are 20th as well. So they're the bottom of their league. Okay. So, like, I get it. All right, I get it. Maybe not as good. All right. But still, it's like even Chelsea they didn't put no break on. Cole Palmer went out there and scored a couple penalties and put one in the back of the net. Game over. Game over.
I think that's where you have to look at Arteta.
And by the way, the FA also came out and said, "Oh, Chelsea was supposed to be handed another penalty in that game." To me, it's like, you have quality, okay? When you have quality, right? When you have quality on your side, you have to let your quality show. System be fucked at that point, in my opinion. That's the way I see it. It's the guardrails of the system have to be released against these types of sides, because realistically, what beats these types of teams is quality. That's what beats these types of teams. Okay, it's not your system, because in the final third you can't be coached. Coaching in the final third is irrelevant. You can't teach someone how to shoot. You can't teach someone decision making. They have to be able to do that on their own. They have to be able to do that on their own. You can train decision making, you can train it, you can train your shooting, but you can't be coached your shooting. You can't be coached these things. Okay? You can't coach the decision for Nani Madueke to beat his man, turn around, and then beat his man again, and then turn around and then beat his man again. You can't coach that. You can't coach what their decision is gonna be in the game. Like this is what I like. To me, it's like to me, this is why I don't get this, right? This is what, like, I had Arsenal fans laughing at Cole Palmer for scoring a hattie and doing a celebration afterwards. To me, you want to know what that is? That's him showing his quality. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. He's showing his quality. Cole, when he gets at the penalty spot, there's actually there was a report that I'm gonna find it for you because it's actually a phenomenally written report. It's one of the best written reports that I've read from an English writer in a long time, and it's about Cole Palmer's penalties, right? And like where he decides to place the ball, and like the decision to he never shoots in the same spot 3 times in a row. He chooses different sides, and his placement is as pristine as it gets when it comes to penalties. It's a skill. Let's not get it twisted. Like taking penalties is a skill, and certain people have the guile for it, and certain people don't. That's why when Cole goes up there, and I don't have to worry about it, that ball's in essence already in the back of the net in my head. If we get a penalty and Cole's on the field, that ball's in the back of the net. Like that's to me, that's the way I think about it, because he shows his quality in those moments. Okay, he's not in fitness, but he shows his quality in those moments. So for me, when I watch Arsenal, right, what happens is Gyökeres is shit. All right, no one can dress it up any other way. He's awful. Okay, he's not. The ball doesn't stick. The ball doesn't stick to him. He can't hold up the play. They're going long. A lot of the game, they're going long, bro. And he can't hold the ball up. If you're going long and he can't hold the ball up, this is a basketball game now. We got you in a basketball game. Because he's not going to be able to hold the ball up. If we cut out Zupameni from progress, Gabriel and Saliba don't want to pass the ball through the line. They want to go long. They'll either give it to Raya to go long, or they'll make it long. They'll hit it long on their own. But bro, this guy, Arteta was right.
But that's not necessarily true.
Arteta was right, bro. About
Gabriel and Saliba do like to play between the lines. But continue.
Not as much as you think. It's
not that. I'll let you keep talking, but I have more.
Lines, when I say in between the lines, I'm talking about that splitting ball
right.
to your winger and your strikers, because their midfielders.
But exactly, you just said it though. It's who the ball's going to. That's the point. It's not that they don't want. Like you can't say that after seeing Gabriel have an assist like that. It's the people that are on the end of the pass that cause a lot of problems. I don't want to stop you. I've been writing shit down for a reason. So keep talking, but I want to go through all those points.
Like I just can't. When I look at that team tactically, okay. When I look at that team tactically and I watch them and I don't put my bias glasses on. I'm putting my coaching glasses on. Okay, I'm looking at it from a coach's perspective. All right. When I put them glasses on and I look at Arsenal, okay, right. There's too many bodies in certain spaces, and when Gyökeres always looks like he's out of position. Okay,
correct.
Always looks like he's out of position. There's never a time where I see where he is and he looks like he's in the right spot. And like not for nothing, his whole career at Sporting is him being at the right spot at the right time. Like that's his entire career. That's how he created 80% of what he's done, non-penalty wise, is this. We have Gyökeres in the right spot, and we have people creating for him. This isn't conducive of what he's capable of. That's the easiest way for me to describe it. He just never, it's not conducive. And the only time it has been, in my opinion, is when you have Kai next to him. And because Kai knows how to roam off of him. That's the only reason. And it's not because it makes Gyökeres looks good. It just makes Kai look good. So I don't know how you fix this attacking.
Well,
I don't know.
You can't fix this attacking wise because, and I want to go all the way back, but there's some myths associated with Arsenal that
I'm listening. I'm just gonna go grab a spliff real quick.
That's fine. There's myths that are associated with Arsenal that until they bottle this title, they can't be confirmed. All year we hear, well, not just this year, the last 3.5 to 4 years, we've heard quality. We've heard about this Arsenal side, how good their first 11 was when they first got Jesus, when they got Ben White, when Saliba came into the side. We've been told Arsenal has the best defense in the league and in Europe for at least 2 years now. Maybe there's a misconception on the quality that Arsenal has. Now, is this down to individuals like Saliba and Gabriel? Absolutely not. But if I'm going to start with them, if you watch enough games, you see that athleticism is a problem for Arsenal altogether, right? They don't have that much top-end speed. If you ask an Arsenal fan, Declan Rice is in their top 3 top-end speed players. That's not necessarily the best recipe for success, right? When I'm talking about the center backs, when you put them in situations when they're chasing the ball, when their back is to the opposition's goal and they're going back to their own goal, they look under pressure. They don't look easy. They don't look comfortable there. Not to use Liverpool because I'm a fan and our defense hasn't been great, but when Konate and Van Dijk were at their height of their powers together, it was because we could go 2v2 in a lot of situations and feel like we would be okay with Alisson back there.
Yeah.
I don't think you could ever say that about Arsenal. You've never been able to say that about Arsenal and their defense. We say they play a low block. They don't. Statistics prove that. But what they do is they create a very risk-averse foundation so they can press. They can win the ball back easily. They put opposition attackers in bad positions to get the ball out. You saw that in the Wolves' first half.
If you look at it the way that they're set up, it's basically they say, all right, we're not going to let you play in between the fullback and the center, right? We're not going to let you play there, all right? That ball has to go right between the two guys.
Yes.
All right? If you're going to hit us, that's where you're going to hit us, right. In between the eyes, right?
Right.
Because in between Timber and Saliba and in between Gabriel and whoever the fuck they want to play at left back.
Yeah.
Right. That's the area that they cover the most.
Right. And it's not even that left back that's covering it. It's usually a Rice or Zubimendi, but I get your point.
Correct.
Yeah. So, and because of that, you have to look at Arteta. You can't look at Arteta and say he's not risk averse. From the way he attacks smaller sides to the way he defends leads, even though he shouldn't, and the way he approaches games against big teams as well, and he has success. He's very risk averse. And when you're looking at that risk averse mentality, you have to see how that goes with the players he has. Gyökeres is not a player that succeeds in a side that's risk averse. You made the point already. Every run he makes, he looks out of place because he's just looking for any space, right? The way Arteta manipulates space to not get hit on the counter, to not concede possession for long periods of time, like you said, it's not conducive to Gyökeres being able to attack in positions. Then, if we're not just talking about the center backs, you go past the center backs, go to the midfield. The misconception on Rice and Zubimendi as a pivot. Zubimendi has great qualities. Rice has great qualities. But if you play them all these games together, you don't rotate in Norgard, you don't give them a break, you're going to see its frailties. Rice is a runner. Rice is the best water carrier in the world. I said it. Best at something. He's a water carrier. He's able to cover up acres of ground, and he does it well. However, when you ask him to push up the field, when you're playing in these long seasons, when you're playing against teams like Wolves and he has to break down defenses, that's not a success. You tell Zubamendi that he has to go against all these athletic midfields. He's not getting breaks and rotated out for Norgard. You see what happens against Wolves. Timber, Zuby, Rice look gas.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And you drop points now. So when's their next rest? When's it? Spurs? You guys, the Carabao Cup final? Right? You don't look at the midfield.
I'm looking forward to our game.
Right? And then
because with that the cup tie, we didn't come out with any of the players that I expected us to come out with. This game, I know we will.
Yeah, exactly. You're playing everyone.
No, we will. So this is why I'm excited for that game. I'm really excited for that game because the style that this guy plays is conducive of really hurting Arsenal. Like it could really hurt Arsenal. Like it could really, really hurt Arsenal from the way that I see it. In the way that I know how this guy sets up his teams, he probably used both those fucking games as because they told him they don't care if he wins this tournament.
He's one for a data-driven guy like that.
Games as just scouting. That's it.
Yeah.
And you know Arteta's going to come out with the same fucking thing he's been coming out with every single game that we played against.
The only caveat he ever has is which left back he puts on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has to start Gyökeres. But back to my dissertation on Arsenal, right? So we've talked about the center backs, and I want to get back to that point where you said they don't play line-splitting passes. It's because who do they play them to? Right? Rice is good. But Rice is not necessarily good on the ball, in my opinion. He's not press resistant. Rice isn't beating a man off the dribble and playing a line-breaking pass very often. Has he done it before? I'm sure someone can find me a highlight clip of him doing that. But that's not his game. Zubamendi wants the ball to feet. He's not necessarily – he can, and he did that a couple times against Wolves, but he doesn't want to try and dribble his man before playing a pass. He wants to orchestrate. He wants to conduct, right? Odegaard, a lot of fans hate him at Arsenal. I feel like they misunderstand his role. But then you're asking Gabriel and Saliba to try and play line-breaking passes to their outside backs, which is sketchy enough as it is, to Declan Rice, who's not press resistant, to Odegaard, who's just going to keep possession, and then you get to the attackers. Do you rate any of their attackers outside of Saka?
I don't even rate Saka like that.
I'm giving Saka because everyone. Saka's a good player,
but I don't really rate him like that.
That's fine, but even like that, I'm excluding Saka, and I know you don't like Havertz. That's why I didn't mention him. But Saka and Havertz are the two attackers that I actually have confidence in.
You want to know
from
something,
Arsenal?
JJ? Ever since Havertz came back, though, he's been their most important attacker. And that's you seeing that now. That's you seeing that now. Yeah, no. Because he's only been back for like a month or so, right?
But he was their most important attacker last year as well. That's the problem,
bro.
You know what Havertz is? Havertz is Arsenal's Szoboszlai.
Him being their most important attacker doesn't mean I have to rate him either.
I'm not even saying that. You're completely right. Those are two different things. I think that's more of a problem. The same way people saw Szoboszlai in our side a problem at the 10, and some say, oh, well, if he's your best player this year, that's a problem. I feel like Havertz and Szoboszlai have very similar roles of responsibility in the team.
A little bit, yeah. A little bit.
Not necessarily in the physicality and running, but I'm saying like the importance to the side.
Szoboszlai's role last year compared to what this year is, I would say. So like Szoboszlai's role last year and Havertz's role in Arsenal are similar roles. They're the pressing and stretching the pitch role. Like that's the two roles. It's stretching the pitch off of whoever is the striker. So the striker will make a run and they can stretch the pitch off of him in a different way. Like that's the problem with Gyökeres. Is in my opinion, he was always blessed with creators. Okay? Let me put that very specific.
Gyökeres?
Gyökeres at Sporting. He was very
Yeah.
blessed with the creators he has. Okay,
Edwards, Trincao, Gonçalves, Quinda.
Between Trincao, Gonçalves, and Quenda were the three big ones. Like that, when I watched them, that would and they made Quenda a fucking wingback, literally for him, like to create for him. Because what Quenda would do is he cuts inside, and his left foot is has such good precision in his passing, right?
Big up Jardel.
Yeah, I mean, big up Jardel, bro. And AP, big up to you, bro.
I'm just reading the comments.
Precision with his passing so good, he could get him into channels really easily. Really easily. He was just feeding him into channels. Trincao would run off of him in one angle. Fucking Gonçalves would run off of him in a different angle. And basically, everything was fed into Gyökeres. Like, everything. That's how the system was built. That's how Amarin built the system.
Right.
So to me, and that's why you had the inverted wing backs at Man U, because what Quenda was doing as an inverted wing back was being a pure creator.
There's a winger, a winger where he's able to cut inside.
A wide playmaker, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Like a wide midfielder, whatever you want to call it, right? But he created everything for the guy, right? They created everything for the guy. Now it's the only time you're going to touch the ball is at the end of things and when we hit it up to you. Exactly why he wanted Sesko. What does Sesko do well? Those two things. We'll get at the end. We'll get you at the end of crosses, at the end of balls, and we'll hit it up to you.
Yeah.
Those are the two things he's good at. The two big tools that Sesko has currently, not what he can be in the future, what he has currently. Those are the two tools. So it makes sense. This guy doesn't fit.
Yeah.
This guy has what is like a less than 50% aerial duel percentage.
Exactly. Imagine.
Like, this isn't the same guy. This guy doesn't fit. He looks like he could barely get off the ground. Like, his touch. What kind of touch?
Yo, think about the collective technical ability in the front three they played yesterday.
So it was what?
Martinelli, Madueke, and Gyökeres.
Because Saka was in the midfield.
Yes. That is egregious. Some would call that negligent.
Martinelli is just fucking Garnacho, bro. The same fucking person.
I think he's worse than Garnacho because Martinelli at 17 was better than any form of Garnacho we've seen. But Martinelli lost that. I don't know when that happened, but I haven't seen the same player out of Martinelli since he was 17. Because I was on that train of Martinelli's better than Saka.
And then they buy Eze for 70 million. Then they play Saka at the time.
Right?
I mean, if I'm Eze, I would have wanted to go to Spurs. I mean, the way that the thing, I should have
right. Exactly. And then, but this is back to my thing. You talk about Arteta and the squad and how good this squad is. One, maybe the squad's not as good as we think. Two, people have to give credit to Arteta and his tactics for knowing his squad is not as good as the public thinks. And that's why he plays the way he plays. Three, everyone says Arteta is this great manager. Third point. And this is the most important one in this title discussion. Everyone rates Arteta for what he's done in his first 7 years as manager, whatever. But then on the other side of that, they fail to account that he's still going through new experiences as a manager. This is the first year, maybe you can argue last year, but definitely the first year that you could say that he has had a squad with no obvious flaws. It's the best squad in the league, you told me. Some people tell me the best squad in the Europe, right? So there's no problems with squad depth. But now we're having problems with rotation. Arteta has never had to rotate because he's never had a squad of this size with this much ability. Right? My dad said this, I've said this, I think he took this from a show. But Arteta's best friend is injuries because then he doesn't have to pick his lineup. He can just play that same 11.
Damn.
A fully fit squad is probably Arteta's biggest enemy.
That is a bar. That's a bar, bro. Arteta's best friend is injuries is a bar. Like,
think about it.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. The thing is, I think I don't like that though. I don't like the way that you phrased one part of that though.
The second part.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that. All right, let me just put it in a perspective of this, right? I don't think you have a lack of athleticism. So, like, in my opinion, like, in the midfield, I see where you're coming from, right? But if I'm playing if I'm playing in a certain way, right? If I'm gonna play this team the way that I would, you've given me the badge, bro. I'm Arsenal's new head coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, all right, I'm not bringing. You don't get no fucking money, Joe. This is the team you have. Make it work, right? I said I don't know how I would play, but I kind of have an idea. Like, it's still to me like I don't get this idea that he has to cover these center backs the way that he wants to cover these center backs. Like, there is a certain level of risk you have to be willing to take, right? And the way that he's taking that risk is the problem that I have. Okay? Because in the end, right, like, the players that probably create the most for you aren't in the midfield. They're your fullbacks and your wingers. Like, those are who creates for you. That's realistically the players that are doing the most to create, right? So what I would have done is I would have had a rotating wingback schedule where one of these fullbacks always stays back. So if the ball's on the right hand side and it starts on the right hand side, one of these fullback stays back, and then Odegaard or whoever is the 10 is the overload man. So Odegaard has the license to overload both sides. Okay, not just one side, the way that they overload one side, overload both sides. Now you have Rice box to box being able to cover the other channel. Zubmendi moves into the center, shielding the 3. Whoever's the last person, the person that stays back. In essence, you have 4 center backs anyways. Just 2 of them are creative. Right? The 2 of your more creative center backs are on the left-hand side and the right-hand side. So then you invert one center back in. You have Zubmendi shielding, you have Rice box to box. Now you have Odegaard being able to go into whatever channel that he actually wants to and not just stuck on one side.
Right.
Okay, same thing with Eze, because when they play Eze out there, they play Eze and he's stuck on one side of the pitch.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? Allow these creative players to have more freedom. That's the idea. So
then, but you say that.
And then you have either an overlap on one side or you have Rice overlap in the other side. So it's like,
but
to
you
me,
say this.
This isn't like, 1 second. Let me just finish my full thought. To me, this is a you have this build, right? But you're keeping yourself so limited to what the capabilities of it could be. Okay? Like, really. Like, truly, your attacking player, you don't have enough. You're not giving enough for your attacking players. Now, are your wingers good? No. I get that. Okay? I truly understand that. All right? I get that. Like, Mattaway, like, I don't rate not a single one of your fucking wingers, but at least Saka can create. Okay? Like, That's the way I see it. Okay? But the way that you're doing it right now, offensively, is going to just keep you in the same spots that you're in. It really is. It's going to keep you in this. You're never going to be able to get it over the line with the offensive talent that you have. You know how you do get it over the line? You bring the midfielders that you have that actually have some talent to try to create centrally. But you're not giving them the license to be able to even do that.
You say that, but we've seen what happens when they give Odegaard and Saka the license to create. And I mentioned those two because in your scenario, for me, that's the only way I see creativity being created. Like, you look at the left backs, MLS, good on the ball, midfielder, but liability on the break.
Players, bro. I don't rate none of them. I don't rate
Okay.
Zubimendi. I don't rate.
But and
like,
so
I
like
even I like Rice. I like Rice. Is this not even a bias thing? Like, this is like actually how I think about these players. Like,
no,
I actually rate Calafiori. I rated Calafiori back at Bologna. So
right.
I'm not gonna sit here and say that. I rate
Okay.
I rate some of these players.
Keep naming. No. I keep doing this. I almost got you. Keep naming players. Keep naming players, please.
Like, I like Norgard. I rate Norgard, especially the signing, for the level of signing, for who he is, but he doesn't get the chance to play.
So Joey, this is my point. You as a manager, Arteta's the manager, right? And you said you're putting yourself in the eyes of the scope of the manager. You've only named me 3 defenders and a DM that you rate. So why can't we afford that possibility for Arteta? You've only named me defenders that you rate.
JJ, you can't do that, bro.
No, because it's not to limit what you're saying, but it's also when
this is different because in the end, he still has a choice on the players that he gets. It's not that he doesn't get a choice. There's some level of say that he gets to say, yeah, I will take that player.
I get what you're saying with that, right?
It's not like he's been forced upon all these players. That's my point.
He didn't really have a choice in getting Rice. It's not a bad buy. He didn't really have a choice. Someone had to get Rice other than City. He didn't have a choice with Rice, right? Gyökeres, he didn't have a choice with because they didn't want Sesko on the contract.
I disagree with the Rice.
I don't think they had a choice.
I think he preferred having Caicedo.
Duh. Everyone preferred having Caicedo.
I know, but I'm just saying. I think he preferred having Caicedo. He just ended up with Rice.
Okay, but even you saying that is enough of a sentiment for me. So you say like he doesn't get forced with players. So if you wanted Caicedo, got Rice, you can already put one. Wanted Sesko, no one can tell me different. Sesko was his main target. They got Gyökeres because Sesko said, I'm using you as a feeder club, essentially, with his contract demands. Right. And more importantly, they couldn't afford to give Sesko anything near Havertz. And they still had Jesus on the books. So that's just 2 right there. And those are 2 core principles of this team, core cogs of this team, supposedly. Declan's the future captain, and they just bought Gyökeres, the best striker in the world. So, it's something. Something has to get.
You're being sarcastic.
Yeah, no, but I wanted to. Something has to give when we're talking about who the blame is on. But you have to give Arteta some credit, and sometimes I question whether, and this is more coming from my dad, but we question whether or not does Arteta know his team is just not that good, and that's why this is the best plan he's come up with. Because going back to what you were saying about your system. You're saying you can create, let your creators create, but you name 2 creators, right? Trossard likes to shoot. Gyökeres is Gyökeres. You're going to put Havertz up top or you're going to put Havertz in the midfield. You can't find me a system right now unless you really try to tweak that you put Eze, Saka, and Odegaard on the same field unless Eze's playing left wing.
I got you actually.
Okay. And then the last part is Rice, because he's the water carrier, you can't have Rice overlapping at any part in time because he has to be able to cover on the counter.
Mm-hmm.
because the defensive line you named doesn't have top end speed really like that.
I got you on the system. How you
Let's
can
do
fit
it.
all. All right. Timber, you're full-time center back. Go into a 3. You got Saliba in the center, Gabriel on the left-hand side. Okay. Hincapie, Calafiori, Miles Lewis-Skelly, you are now absolutely 110% full-time wingback. Okay? You have turned into wingback. You are covering all that space on the left-hand side. From touch line to touch line, that is where you're covering. Odegaard, one half space, as the other half space, pivot Declan Rice. Exactly what Liam Rossini has been playing for the last fucking 3 weeks. 4
Where's
weeks.
Zubamendi?
In the pivot next to Rice.
So a box. Oh, okay. I'm here.
So now you have a box of
And then
Zubamendi,
who's up top?
Gyökeres. But Gyökeres isn't going to do what João Pedro can do. So, like,
But
it would really, in my opinion, it would have to be Havertz.
Exactly. And so now you see the problems. Think of the people you've left out of that lineup.
I've only left out Gyökeres.
No, you left out Gyökeres, Martinelli, and Trossard.
Yeah, but
and Jesus, right? But I know, Joey.
I could make Martinelli into wing back too.
Oh, where are you playing Trossard? In one of those 10s?
In the half space. As a backup half space player.
Oh, okay. So now.
Same with Marino. Right. I play Marino and backup half space player.
But Marino's going to be better than Trossard in that area.
I don't care. I got enough play. I got the rotation I need.
But you just gave Trossard a $200K contract.
That's not my problem.
Right? It's Arteta's problem, though. That's my point. And it's Arteta's problem.
If I'm walking in, that's not my problem. Somebody,
right? But and also,
there's going to be one person that gets accidents.
And remember, Arteta started with 3 at the back to alleviate some of the problems that you're talking about today.
You're right.
And he was almost kicked out of the club.
No, but I'm not asking for a 3 in the back. I'm asking for a 4. I'm just having one of my players go into a wing back, and then there's a 3. There's a 3 back there to defend him. That's what I'm saying. It's a 5 to defend them.
Let's do predictions, man.
All the running.
I got work to do. I got stuff to do. But yeah, thank you for coming to our class on Arteta and Arsenal.
City are gonna win the league, bro. It's about to happen again.
As much as I would love that to happen, we still gotta wait to see how the cards unfold, man. It's a slow roast, baby. It's a slow roast. I don't think City take the lead on the league until April if they do. Too early.
Did Arsenal play Sunderland last?
Brentford.
What game week are we in?
23. We're going 27. Into 24. No.
Yeah, 27.
There's no way. There's only 11 games left.
It's 26 totally?
Nah, bro. There's no way we're on 27. There's more. Brother, there's more than 11 games left.
No, there's not.
There's 15 games left.
Unless this whole thing's fucked up.
It
could be that.
Look at the bro. Look at the table.
I got it right here.
We've played 26 games.
Correct.
What? Oh my God! There's no way. Show me the table. We've played 26 games. Oh Jesus! That's how you know I've been numb, bro. My apologies. What?
I don't know how we missed this last week. Doesn't make much sense to me.
It's okay. Just send me the hot chip, bro. I don't care. And you know what it is? What they do is the game weeks are sometimes they do game week as a midweek game. If everyone has midweek fixtures,
we didn't get this one, so we're just gonna skip this one. Villa versus Leeds.
2-0.
You know what it is with this table, with this fucking It's all the small games that you really make the fucking
Mm-hmm.
points on.
That's where your knowledge comes in,
Mhm.
and you have the such different score predictions. What time is it?
6:45. We've
Almost
only
done.
gone 45 minutes. Like,
No, you're good. You're good.
almost done.
I'm hungry. You're good.
Brentford, Brighton.
Brentford, Brighton. Two one. Brentford.
Yeah, Brighton. I actually called this a couple years ago with Brighton. The year that we bought Caicedo from them, I was beefing with Brighton Bubble a lot. On the Twitter account Brighton Bubble a lot. And said, bro, you guys are gonna get relegated after like 2 years of bad scouting. Here we are, 2 years of bad scouting, they're fucking right in the relegation spots.
They won't go down though.
They won't go down. You're right, they won't go down, but hey, I said it though. Like they gonna all it takes is 2 years of bad scouting, bro. You sell the
Mess up
wrong
your cycle.
you
Yeah.
sell the wrong players off that were the core pieces of your team, and this shit happens. I mean, you want to know something though? That Van Heck is going to be a good player for somebody, and it's probably not going to be us, but it's going to be a good player for somebody. That Van Heck. I don't really necessarily like him because I just like Ja Pedro, and I got like a vengeance thing. But like,
I hear it.
Chelsea Burnley.
Who'd y'all play last week?
Uh,
Oh, you're at the bridge. Let me shut up. 3-0.
Leeds. We blew a lead.
That's right. I was lit. I was
West
hyped.
Ham versus Bournemouth.
2-2.
Yeah, I need Junior Krupi to hit 10 goals this year. I got a future on that shit.
Sicko. Sicko.
It was like first game they let him play. After he scored his first goal, I put a future 10 goals. After the first goal he played. That was his first goal he scored. I was like, oh, he's going to get game time. Bet. I know he's scoring. Like,
Yeah.
I know he's scoring.
What's he at right now?
I think he's at 8.
Mm.
8 or 9, something like that.
I like that.
Yeah. I just need that. All right.
What was
City Newcastle. City at home. They fuck Newcastle up at home, bro. They got
3-1.
Newcastle just can't like. I think Newcastle caught him the last time at what's it called at Newcastle. I think they caught him. I think it was like a 3-2 or something like that. They like broke their duck against them. But at the Etihad, with the energy they got,
Well, this is what I'm saying. So I'm predicting 3-1 City. If City don't win this game, the title's done. I can say that with ease. If City don't win this, nah, because if they can't, Joey, this will be like the 4th olive branch they've been given in the last month, bro. It's done. It's done. Because if they can't,
that,
no, Joey, but
like ass, bro.
I know what you're saying, but this is my thing. If Newcastle beat City at City, I have no confidence of City to beat Arsenal.
You know what it is, JJ? They went to fucking Baku, played their strongest fucking lineup in Baku. They don't got no fucking Bruno G this time.
Nico don't want to be there.
Nick,
my boy Nick don't want to be there.
Bro, every time I'm like, yo, Swap this man.
No,
Give
no,
him
no, no, no,
20
no. Hey, lock it off.
and
Cut it off.
swap this
We're
man
not.
for
We're not
Delap's.
putting this in the air. We're not putting this in the air.
Swap
Nope.
this man for Delap, son. I know you
No.
want that English juice over there in Newcastle, son. Swap this man for Delap, bro.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You
I
go
didn't hear
play
it.
Nick and Pedro, and they can both drop in the pocket.
I don't want to hear about anything you can do.
That would I'm gonna have to just go play FIFA and put both of them up top. I got them both on my ultimate team.
Yeah, 3-1 City. But that's Joey. All those things you said make my point even better. Whereas if not Liverpool, if City don't win this game,
played their strongest lineup, scored 6 goals,
they had a party,
and now they got to come back to Man
City. Yeah. That's why I said 3-1. But if City don't win after all those factors are put into play, they're not beating Arsenal.
I hear it, bro. I'm gonna do 3-2. I don't trust their defense whatsoever.
I don't either. I think Newcastle will give up.
Sunderland, Fulham. I like that Kevin kid, bro.
Kevin's nice.
Yeah, and I like that Ryan kid too. Brazil's actually right.
Ryan's not. I haven't watched as much, but Kevin's nice. Yeah. Yo, Kevin.
Ryan's bro.
Yeah.
Ryan's alright. They might need to move Esteval into the center. I'm being dead ass. They let these wingers hoop. One of these.
Ryan went to Bournemouth, right? I'm not tripping, right?
Yeah, Ryan went to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get that Ryan. What? 2 years.
Hey.
2 years. He's going somewhere.
We need a Brazilian. Hey, I swear you play on the right.
You do.
Yeah. Safe.
All right.
Safe.
All right, bro. Sunderland, Fulham. We'll give them both of them, mate. We'll give them both of them. Both of them. Give them Nico and Delap. Give us Nick.
Wild.
That's a 90 pound value right there.
2-2. Yo, it's crazy. If Nick leaves, bro, after the Ekatike and Isak thing.
Bro. He's going to Bayern, bro. He's going to go to Bayern. They're going to end up buying him.
They need him.
How these scumbags work, bro.
You saw how they tried that with work.
Scumbags fucking
work, you seen Bayern Spaces. Yo, shout out Bayern Spaces. My goat. Bayern Spaces. Let them know.
Them Bayern fans don't think he got connects. I know he got connects. Because I got information from my German connect. That's the same information that he's been putting out on his fucking Twitter. I've been getting the same shit. He's been going out there, and my homie, last time I talked to my homie, he was like, "Bro, that kid knows something." I sent him some. I sent him the shit. Yeah. I sent him the shit. Like I was like, "Yo, does this guy actually know what he's talking about?" He's like, "Bro, yeah." I'm just like. But
bro,
let fans do their thing, son. Let them do their thing. That narrative is that's a dirty club, son. That fucking club is a dirty.
Bro, but I'm not gonna say because I don't know nothing, right? But like,
the
clubs that try to look the best in the public eye. You need to watch those clubs,
bro, son. That fucking Nico Jackson deal is hilarious. How do you spend 15 million euros on a loan?
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then you're gonna come in and say, "Oh, we're not gonna use them and we're not gonna want them," but you spent 15 million on the loan. Loan, bro. For a year, for that guy to sit the bench, you spent 15 million on the loan. You just might as well have spent the 80 on Nick.
Might as well.
Palace, Wolverhampton. I think Wolves might get a win here.
Yeah, but Wolverhampton did their job for the season. They're gonna get smashed
against this team.
Yeah,
against Palace.
Yeah,
Palace drew to like the I don't even know what nation they're from today in their European game. They drew to some nation. They drew to some team. I don't even know what nation they're from. I couldn't even pronounce their name.
2-0 Palace.
All right. I'm actually gonna go with a 2-1 Wolves. Here. I gotta see something here. I just want to see real quick. I'm gonna give us both some information, real quick, okay? And we can both change this. Zerninski. All right, I'm gonna give you. Where do you think this team is from?
Croatia.
You're right. It is Croatia because of that flag in the middle.
Yeah, the flag gave it away.
Yeah, the flag in the middle. Mostar. Oh, we were both wrong.
Bosnia and Herzegovina is crazy.
We were both wrong, son. Yo. They were in Bosnia.
Bro, I was so matter of fact about that. Yeah, you're right. 1-1. 1-1.
You're switching.
Yeah, 1-1. Bro, they were in Bosnia yesterday or today. They were in Bosnia today. Nah. Glasner's already beaten off, bro. Yeah, no. Taji, Wolves, once they get relegated, mine is going to cost you a quick 30. Quick 30 plus add-ons.
I wouldn't be surprised if we're the ones that buy him, too. I would not be surprised.
You can play wing back.
Whatever you say, bro.
Well, no, because
he'd be Cole's backup.
Well, I wasn't even joking about the wing back. I just stopped with the positions. But he played like 3 positions against Arsenal. He played left wing back at one point, and then he got moved to the 10, and then he was playing like right or something at one point.
Man.
And you know his FIFA cards, though.
Forest versus Liverpool. Right, this is a bogey game for you too.
Nah, it's a revenge game. We're getting our look back, and thankfully, our kryptonite's not there.
Smoked Fenerbahce. They smoked Fenerbahce today.
Let's good.
See what that game was. Let's see what that game was.
Yeah, but even so,
I was just like, oh, Wolfie's live. Let me go see what Wolfie's doing. Right? You know what I'm saying? Just say what's up. Yeah, I was saying maybe he's raging or some shit. Nah, they smoked Fenner. Smoked them. I was like, oh shit, it's 3-0.
No, but this is my thing.
Conte's on that team. They were in Istanbul, so
yeah. This is my thing. They should have waited to fire Dyche because Dyche is our kryptonite. We owe a lick back for Forest because they beat us 3-0.
Siddiqui Sheriff's on that team too.
Yep. Our boy. You said Sheriff. I can't believe you said Sheriff for the world to see. I'm crying. He knows it's Sharif, by the way, people.
Oh, that's awesome. Inside joke. Sorry, people. What's the score, JJ?
My boy Sheriff. Sorry. We're winning 3-0.
Ain't no way you winning 3-0. I'm telling you that right.
They beat us 3-0 at Anfield. We need our lick back. We need our lick back. We need our lick back.
They beat you 3-0 at Anfield, right?
Yeah. They embarrassed us, brother. That's like they embarrassed us.
Something about this manager.
Who's the manager?
This Vitor Pereira, bro.
Yeah, that's our old 2. That's our old number 2. Well, academy guy. He ran our academy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
have a feeling about this manager. I just have a weird feeling about him. I don't know what it is. I just have a weird feeling about him. Like it might be a European thing, but I have a weird feeling about it after watching some of the clips that I was watching.
Yeah, no,
So
he knows what he's doing, bro. He definitely knows what he's doing. And I
I,
think he
I
had a
think
bad
I
stint
think
at
that
Wolves.
yeah, you look at the quality that he actually had.
And I was trying to
He
say he
kept them
got,
up, and he
he got
kept
the
them
short
up.
stick. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I think he's a good manager.
Fran
I think big
Larson was injured pretty much the entire year. Like you lose Cunha.
I think there will be the equivalent of youthful exuberance in his tactics, a little bit of naivety.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if he tries to attack
He'll
us,
get a
that
little bit
plays
of.
into slot.
He'll get a bounce. He's gonna get a bounce, bro. But I think that this is gonna be like an actual football game. Like
If he tries to restrict what we do, but Joey, it's
I don't think that's
statistically
the case.
proven at this point,
I don't think that's the case. I think he's gonna actually
Joey,
play football with you guys.
and that's
Because
and that's the problem.
let me tell you something. A midfield of Anderson and Sangare, okay?
Yeah,
Put
very
a
good
midfield
midfield.
of Anderson of Sangare together in a pivot, okay?
Hmm.
That's one of the most athletic midfields that you have in the Premier League. If you put them two together in a pivot, it's literally it's the most athletic midfield in all of the Premier League. Like it outdoes Arsenal's, it outdoes ours, it outdoes yours, it
That's fine.
outdoes City's, it
That's
outdoes
great.
all of our midfields.
That's
The
great.
most athletic midfield.
Right.
So they want to make this a basketball game. In the way that I think that he's gonna come out and try to play you, like you said, the naivety. I think this ends up being like a game, not a 3-0.
That's fine.
You
However,
might
I
win,
will say,
you
I
might
will
end up
say,
winning, but
I will say,
something
and
like
I'm
that.
only giving you the benefit of the doubt because we're on the show together, but we've been outplayed. Actually, we just open play. We've been outplayed for less than what, 4 or 5 halves this season? Like team, if you try to play football against us, you're playing into our hands because we can't stop set pieces that often, and we don't like long balls. We're statistically proven to be terrible at long balls.
Yeah, but that's what they're
If
gonna
you
play.
try to play against us, you lose.
Yeah, but I think that's what they can play though. That's what I mean. Like they can play the athletic football game, the long ball and run football game. They got the striker that can hold up the ball. They have the wingers with pace, and they have an athletic midfield. What that
Yeah,
is conducive of counterattacking style of long ball football. They go route one to Igor. Igor either knocks it down, holds it up, but he's not
I don't
he's not
see
someone.
Vitor's not one to play like that though. That's where our interpretations of them attacking and trying to make it a football game are different because you say that and I see Vitor opening up space for us to attack.
You will, because those midfielders are going to be up the pitch. Like they're not those midfielders are athletic enough to go up and down, but you're going to have a basketball game on your hands. That's what
I hear.
that's my opinion on this game. Like I don't think he's going to be scared of your team. That's the way that I see it. I mean, you might put him to the sword. You might put
I
him
don't know if he has to be scared, but if he doesn't respect the team, they will get torn apart.
All right, the game of the week. We all know it's why it's the game of the week.
Let's be honest. Tottenham not winning this game. I'm hoping for a 2-2. They probably lose this 3-2 in the last minute because they're Tottenham. But 2-2.
That's actually a really good prediction. The 3-2 loser at the end for Tottenham. That's actually a good prediction.
It's going to be the most comical thing for the haters too, where they're like going to have the joy ripped from their lives. A stupid own goal or a pen. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I just want Tottenham to win this game so badly.
And you know it's not going to happen. And am I saying that to jinx it? Yes. But you know it's not going to happen. There's no way that Tottenham beats Arsenal. There's no way.
Oh, man. Do you understand the jubilance I had yesterday at the end of the day yesterday? Like, I had work and I was
brother.
like, I literally got up and, like, started, like, jumping up like Chelsea scored. Like that's how it felt. Because dude, like I'm so tired. I'm so tired of this football club's fan base acting like they've already won the league. They've been acting like they've already won the league since like week 10. And it's really annoying. It's just so annoying, bro. Like I'm just tired of it. Like I'm truly just tired of it. I don't want this to be this way, but I'm tired of it. They made me hate their fan base, their team more than I actually hate their team. Like it's all it is. Like that fan base has made me hate that team more than I actually hated that team to begin with. Like I used to hate Manchester United way more than them, and I don't. I don't anymore. I just can't stand them shits. But hey, I don't care. As long as they get a draw, that's cool with me. I'm gonna go 1-1. I have a feeling Mickey Van de Ven's gonna score in this game. He's gonna play in a back three, and Mickey Van de Ven's gonna hit a fucking screamer.
Talk to me about Tudor. The last time I heard about Tudor, wasn't he like managing Turkey or some shit?
Yeah, he managed. He actually managed Juventus for a little bit.
Okay.
And honestly, it's the best I've seen Bremer play was under Tudor.
Yeah.
I think, and there's a player out there. There's a player out there right now that if he wasn't Italian, if he wasn't Italian, he'd be talked about a lot more. That Cambiaso kid is good, bro.
Oh, your boy.
Cambiaso kid is good. Andrea Cambiaso is good, bro.
Your boy.
Good. The kid is good. I thought like the FIFA card was just good. Nah, I watched him for Juventus. As soon as they took him out, bro, everything collapsed. Everything. Everything collapsed. Like it was crazy. It was like in the way that he is like so capable on the ball, he reminds me of his dad. Where his dad was just like, I can control everything. Like I don't care about it. I can just control everything. Don't worry about that. Yo, fucking the way Mourinho used that guy. I want everything with that guy, bro. Anyways, everyone, we love you. Thanks for joining us. Go to Staffy's channel. I'm not redirecting you because he blocks redirects for no reason whatsoever. But anyways, have a great day.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit.